Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm all about breakfast, and what is more breakfasty than an espresso martini, but with a twist, a blueberry espresso martini. To start off, we are going to use 2 ounces of espresso. You can also use cold brew if you would like. Also, if you are using espresso, don't do what I do and make it hot and then put it in your shaker because it's going to burn your hand. In case y'all were curious. Ouch. Ouch. That's the answer for that. Okay, where's my syrup? All right, then we're going to take maple syrup. We're going to do half an ounce of maple syrup. Now, again, you can increase this amount if you would prefer it to be a sweeter cocktail. I'm going to go a little bit on the less sweet side just because it's going to be blueberry today. But then we have half an ounce of our blueberry syrup. Then 0.75 ounces of coffee liqueur. And then 1.5 ounces of bourbon. Then we're going to do just a little pinch of sea salt. Okay.
Good pinch.
Pinch. Sprinkle.
I would say you didn't do the salt, right?
Sprinkly sprinkle. Ow, that hurts my arm. Okay. We have all of our ingredients in, well, I shouldn't say all of our ingredients. Most of our ingredients are now in the shaker tin. We're going to add ice. We are going to shake vigorously. You do have to do the head shake for that. So you're going to shake for about 15 to 20 seconds. You want this one to be nice and frothy. Very frothy. Okay. I'm going to set this off to the side for just a second because we also have a cold foam that we're going to make. I do not have a frother because I did not plan ahead. So, ouch. We're going to take half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to pour that into our shaker. And then 2 ounces. Oh, I spill everywhere. Wow. Winning today. 2 ounces of our blueberry syrup that I just now effectively got everywhere. It's going to go there. I'm going to just wipey. Okay. Nobody saw anything. Now, if you're using a frother, it's going to be a lot easier to determine whether or not you are frothed enough. So we want this to be pourable, but still thick enough. Like you don't want it to be like truly like whipping cream because I found that out when I did it the first time. So I'm going to shake again vigorously. Okay, honestly, that's probably it.
Is that it?
That's it. we shook for way too long the first time, to the point where I was like, I need my husband to shake because it was, yeah, we really did not need to shake that much. Okay, so like, I'm going to show you the consistency. So like, it's still pourable, and it still moves on its own.
Yeah, we messed up.
We done messed up, AA Ron. Just saying. Okay. Now, just wipe my glass because this is just, yuck. Don't judge my glass. She's got issues. Okay, so this is being served up, so we are going to double strain, so that way we don't get any little ice shards or anything like that into the cocktail. I know you're all looking at me like, oh, Juliana, there's a lot of room still in that martini glass. Well, y'all just need to freaking have some patience. Hey, I don't know what you're eating, but stop eating it. Sorry. Dog's eating things. Okay, now going to lightly pour this over. Over the top of our martini glass. Isn't that pretty? So again, it's It's thicker, but it's not so thick that it's like dropping to the bottom of our martini. So apparently only just a couple of seconds is what you need. Not 5 freaking minutes worth of shaking. And then for our garnish, we're going to do fresh blueberries. I just have them on the skewer, and they're just going to sit at the back of our martini glass. Oh, it's a party. Look at that. Okay. This is fun. I really like this. Being scientific. Anyway, so we have our Blueberry Espresso Martini. So I am going to taste. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. 1 being I could drink this all night. 1 being I would only have 1, move on to that. Holy smokes, I'm losing it today, people. 1, I would have just 1, move on to the next cocktail. 5, I would drink this all night and have no regrets in the morning. So let us taste. It's just so pretty. The cold foam is so pretty. Oh, it's very blueberry smelling. I know you're shocked. Oh, it's very nice. Definitely, I mean, obviously it's espresso, so you still get the coffee, but I will say if you don't do the cold foam on top, I think it would be very lackluster as far as the blueberry aspect of it is concerned. That cold foam really does make all the difference in the world. The blueberry flavor is right at the forefront. Even though we put it in the cocktail as well, I feel like you definitely need the cold foam. Like, don't skimp on the cold foam, otherwise you're going to get very little blueberry. That's very, very good. So for me, I think I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Mainly the reason being is I do enjoy espresso martinis. I've never been like that big of an espresso martini person, so I would drink this one. This one is very, very good, but I don't think I could have a ton of them. I can only have a few, and I'd have to move on. So 4 out of 5 for me. Don't forget, ingredients are going to be listed down below, including how to make the cold foam. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you made the cocktail, if you had fun making the cold foam, because we sure did. And then I will see you guys at the next pour. Cheers!